Hey, welcome. Today is May 5th, 5/5/21. It's a beautiful day. I wanted to come out here and just connect with you all in nature. Welcome everybody to Wednesday with Wendy. Today we're talking about body, mind, soul connection. What is a mindful movement and how does it raise our vibration? So first of all, first question is, what is mindfulness? And actually, mindfulness is kind of a funny word because it's the opposite of being in the mind. The opposite of the thinking mind. The mind up here. We're going to be talking about the second brain, the second mind, the connection between the second mind, the body, and how that relates to healing from an energetic level, a soul level. So mindfulness is the act of self-awareness, the act of being mindful in the present moment. So just to give you an overview of the steps or the highlights, the bullet points of the conversation today is awareness of thoughts and words, awareness of how we feel about our thoughts and words, how to tune in to the second brain and what is the second brain, and how to understand movement, how to be mindful in our movement and connect movement to being mindful. How do we be mindful as we move? And then we'll end with a little practice at the end of how to tune into that second brain and become more mindful of how we feel, how our emotions connect us to that second brain. All right, so number one, awareness of thoughts and words. Our thoughts and words are super powerful, and we hear this all the time about why do we need to practice positive affirmations? Why do we need to focus on positive messages? Everything is energy, right? So our thoughts hold energy, our words hold energy, our emotions hold energy, and nature holds energy. Even something like this pen holds energy. Our home, everything in it, the furniture, the pictures on the wall, where we place the furniture, where we place the pictures on the wall, creates a feeling, right? That's energy. It connects us to how we want to feel, where we put, what kinds of pictures we hang on the wall, where we place our furniture to make people feel welcome, our family feel welcome as they come in the house. We place furniture in specific rooms for specific purposes to create a specific kind of energy. And isn't it true that when we have a space that feels good, we think differently, we speak differently, That is, if we're mindful of it, right? Even like the walls and the floors hold energy. So every thought and every word that is spoken and thought on an energetic level, everything around us absorbs what we think and feel and say. So the more high vibrational thoughts and words that we speak, the more high vibrational our surroundings become. And it's interesting how scientists have done some work around how positive words will actually be good for your plants. So if you're like me, when I was planting my strawberries and my tomatoes this last weekend, I was talking to them and saying how beautiful they are and how wonderful it is to create this new birthing place for them to grow and offer us yummy food. So our words affect our plants. So when we go outside and take care of our yard, nurture our yard, we're giving and receiving this high vibrational connection. We're sharing this soul connection, right? This energy connection. So just to come back, I want you to kind of just come back to, so that gives you kind of an idea of how much energy is in our life and how much we are affected by energy and how much we affect everything around us with our energy through thoughts and words and feelings. One really important step as a body-mind coach, I often remind my clients that we forget that how much we internalize things, how much we mirror other people's emotions and energy. And I have to remind my clients, and if you need this reminder today, there's a reason why you're listening to this video, and maybe something in this video will kind of click with you and help you remember something that you needed to know today. But what I like to talk about is how our body, our physical body, responds to the energy that we surround ourselves with through thoughts, emotions, excuse me, and how that manifests physically for us through our pain, through disease and sickness. How aware are you, how mindful are you of the connection between how you're thinking and how you're feeling physically? Maybe this is something that you could start practicing if you're in our 30-day mindful movement challenge. Part of what my intention for that mindful movement challenge, is to be very mindful of how you feel while you're moving. Not just feel in the pain, but emotionally as well. So when we're aware of that connection, we can actually intentionally shift from a thinking mind to a feeling mind, which is very visceral, very physical, and also energetic. We're feeling on a soul level. And this is not just woo-woo, weird, ideas. This is actually how our body functions. It is through the second brain, or we also call it the ENT, or enteric nervous system. This enteric nervous system, or ENT, is a mesh-like layer that covers every organ of your body. It contains information within this layer. And I'm trying to remember the amount of the percentage of emotion that influences our mind. I think it's 75% comes from the ENT. So when we understand how the ENT works and how much it actually influences our thoughts and emotions, then we can use movement to make a shift. So that's the connection between the body-mind connection energetically and physically, is that, hey Eric, thanks for hopping on. I hope you enjoy this video. So just to just get back into my thoughts here, we are talking about the mesh-like layer that covers every organ of the body, that holds information and that information is sent from the organs to the brain and influences how we think, feel, and then from there how we respond through our actions and our words. So when we're moving, it shifts how we feel inside from our body and actually changes how we think in our thinking mind. Our ENT gives us important information about our body. Oftentimes we get confused about, okay, so why am I getting sick? Why am I getting feverish? Why am I having these issues with my health? Why am I feeling disorder and disease and imbalance? Well, our second brain, our enteric nervous system, tells us what's going on. We can connect to that intuitive part of ourselves. It's deep down it's like our gut instincts. We literally have gut instincts, and that's how it works, is through the second brain. And it tells us, our physical body tells us what we're holding on to, physically holding on to. And it is through our emotions and our feelings that we can understand and learn and ask questions about what it is that is the root cause of our disorder or disease, through connecting to those gut instincts. We're all born with intuitive message, that intuitive message system. It's that conversation, the communication within our body. So if we really learn how to fine-tune that listening ability, it's also a spirit ability. So listening ability is not just your physical ears, but your feeling listening ears. Then we can learn to understand how to heal ourselves. We can also learn about why we become stressed out, why we kind of become frustrated, and why we become reactive to things that are going on around us, by learning to understand where we're feeling those triggers in our body. So I'm going to give you an example. Something that happened actually today. It's really interesting that it happened today. I received a message from somebody that that hasn't been in my awareness for years. And this person is somebody that I didn't really think that they were going to come up into my life. Like, it's kind of interesting, I guess. It's interesting how people are attracted to you when you're vibrating at a higher level. People in your life that you thought have gone away, that you've gotten, kind of, it's like, okay, I've moved on from this relationship, and it doesn't feel good, so I'm going to let it go and kind of go this other direction. So this person came in my life, and they texted me, and they've been texting me for the last couple of days, and I've been trying to, kind of just kindly, all right, just good, it's time to go back where you came from, and in a nicest way as I could possibly do it. Well, after the third day, which is today, I was triggered by this person, and I could feel this heat rising up from my feet all the way up to my chest, and it just spread across my shoulders. And the heat rose up around my ears and started burning my ears, especially right around the back of my ears. And it was burning my head. I could actually feel it felt like my brain was on fire. And all I could do, I'm going to get my music back going here, was I just wanted to get angry. I'm like, can you just not go away? So my body, the triggers I was feeling from this person showing back up, I had a visceral response. I could feel it rising up, like, that feeling when you want to just burst out and react in anger or frustration, and you're just really stressed out about it, and your shoulders come up and your hands go like this, and your jaw tightens down. We've all been there, right? And so mindfully, as I was wanting to practice being mindful about what was happening inside my body and how to respond to this person, and having an awareness of knowing that if I respond to them negatively, that it probably won't go away, but it actually will create even more contention, more stress inside of me and inside of them. So when we are aware of, oh my goodness, this rising up of anger or frustration or disrespect, we want to respond with anger, right? We're just feeling it inside. We're like actually feeling their frustration. And if you're an intuitive person, you'll actually bring that into your space, and it'll affect us physically. So this is just one example of maybe something that's happened to me just today that helped me remember, like how that connection between other outside influence will affect me as a person. And if you can think about something that's happened to you in the recent past, and just remember how that felt. How did that feel? You can also, another way to make this connection between the gut, brain, and the heart, and the mind, is that when the last time you did something hard, like an exercise or maybe a test that you were studying for, something you had to prepare for that was hard, did you feel that in your body, in your physical body? The physical body will remind us where we're holding on to pain, where we're holding on to these frustrations and feeling like something is attacking us. And initially, when we were first going through these emotions, we want to say, hey, this is because I'm feeling this way because of you. Or when we're exercising, I'm feeling this way because my body is rejecting me. Why can't it just do what I want it to do? That's our initial response, right? So if we want to change that and heal that and heal the relationship, and it doesn't have to mean that when we're in a relationship that's toxic, that we want to actually heal it to bring them closer, but heal it to bring more separation and division, so that, because we know that this relationship doesn't serve us. Or when we're exercising and our body literally makes us get ticked off, or we want to cry, or we feel like we want to die. I mean, there's some extreme things that can happen in our body when we start feeling these emotions, these visceral feelings, and it starts to connect to us, our emotions, and grab us. So these emotions grab us literally like roots. These roots are root causes of other disorders and other diseases and other imbalances that we may not know in that moment have a connection. So we're over here experiencing, like one day we're experiencing pain in our health and stress in our health. And then the next day we're over here dealing with pain from trying to get better and changing our lifestyle and dealing with, relationship stuff. We don't think of them actually being connected. So that's the body, mind, soul connection, is understanding there's a connection in everything. That when we are able to connect the dots and see with a different perspective how one is affecting the other and the other is affecting the one. Making sure I get through all my notes here. All right, so I'm just going to go through this a little bit, just a quick overview. What is mindfulness? It is the act of being self-aware. And why do we call it mindfulness when we're being mindful, we're not using our thinking mind? Mindfulness means that we're aware of every thought, every word, and every emotion. We're aware of the power of what we're thinking, feeling, and saying. We're aware of the ripple effect of everything that we're saying and feeling, energetically. Because when we think about connecting the dots, how everything affects everything, how our external influences affect us, how our internal environment affects our external environment. When we're able to be self-aware enough to understand these connections between our physical and energetic bodies and our mental bodies, our emotional body, our spiritual body, all the holistic aspects of ourselves. When we learn to understand how everything is influencing everything else, that is when we are able to make really big, massive shifts in our lives, in our health, in our relationships, in our finances, and in our mindset and our outlook, in our jobs, in every aspect of our life. And then taking it one little step deeper, how all of this influences our creative energy, because we are all creative beings. Every thought, every word, every emotion is a seed of creation. So my question for you today is, what do you want to create? What is it that you want to create? You are the creator of your reality. What do you want to allow into your influence? What do you want to be influenced by? How do you want to influence others? And if we're allowing our physical body to get in the way of creating something better for ourselves, then how is it that we're going to continue to grow and move forward on our spiritual path? So I believe that the experiences that we have were chosen by us a long time ago. We wanted to have each one of these experiences we're having on this planet in this lifetime. Each one of the people and experiences that we're having, it was chosen by us. We wanted to have these experiences. We wanted to learn how to heal. We wanted to learn how to connect the dots. We wanted to understand the connection between our holistic lives. And we wanted to learn how to heal our bodies, our minds, our spirits. We wanted to learn how to wake up and see truth. See who we are, who our true selves are. We wanted to learn our true selves. And we wanted to learn how we could share that and spread that out and spread our little seeds out so that other people can experience truth and understanding and knowledge and growth. So if you're feeling a little stuck in your growth, here's a good time to just maybe do a little practice with me. Maybe you want to get out a paper and pencil. It's up to you. You can just do this in your mind or your heart. Is to name the trigger. What is it that you're feeling triggered about? Where do you feel it in your body? Breathe deep and slow as you feel into the trigger. Does it make you want to clench your teeth? Does it make you want to curl your toes? Where is it lying in your body? And your body is asking you to please pay attention to what's happening, what is going on inside, so that we can see it, understand it, nurture it, love it, surround it with light and love. And that the light and love in itself, it dissolves the grip, the root, the tight grip, that root that runs deep. And these are old false beliefs that run very deep. So all we can do is just peel back one layer at a time and keep learning and keep growing. Because when we're able to recognize that first top layer, there's another layer underneath it. We're slowly learning the depth of who we really are, and we're getting down deeper and deeper, planting new seeds through thought and words, and understanding the power of those thoughts and words. We're planting new seeds, growing new healthy roots. And when we're planting new seeds, growing new healthy roots, those old ones, it's easier to pull them out. Like when we're weeding our garden, you don't. Not giving it the water, thoughts and words. And it's easier to pull out, easier to break it off. And the deeper roots can dissolve. And Mother Earth is where that happens. Like this earth that we live on, this planet that we live on, those deep roots, those old false beliefs, Mother Earth takes care of it for us. So that is why I wanted to come out here and do this video today, because when we are in nature, when we're mindfully connecting to the healing tools of nature, she can teach us how those old, deep-rooted false beliefs that are causing us so much pain and stress and frustration and shame and regret, she helps us to dissolve those old roots that keep us stuck in our old ways. She can teach us how to plant a new seed and water that new seed and start new growth, new ways of being. So that is the practice. And that's just a small portion of the practice. If you want to learn more about how to go dive deeper into this practice, I invite you to take advantage of either my in-person or online retreat coming up May 23rd. I have an online option where you can receive the recordings from the retreat, or this retreat is, and that is for anyone. The online option's for anyone. The in-person retreat, where I'm inviting 4 women to my home, and I have 3 spots left for that. So if you're wanting to come and connect with us, I'd love to have you. We'll be going deeper into the practice of connecting to nature, healing within, by nurturing yourself in nature and returning to balance. That's the name of it. We'll learn how to change the energy around the root cause of your disorder and heal the root of your pain. We'll learn how to plant new seeds and healthy seeds. We'll be going into nature. Where I live close to Shoreline Trail. We'll be just walking up the road, going into nature to clear out the old and bring in the new. We'll be clearing out the old rooted false beliefs and bringing in new energy that nurtures you in new ways. bringing in the nature spirit, meeting the nature spirit, talking to the nature spirit, new ways of thinking, being, feeling, speaking. Nature offers us healing tools to help us create change. Change that gives us a deep sense of peace, safety, and knowingness that we are never alone. There's so much beauty to be. There's so much beauty everywhere. And so when we connect to people who understand this beauty that's all around us and connect to nature, then it strengthens the things that we want to strengthen and dissolve the old ways of being. So if you feel like you need that kind of support in your life right now, the 30-day mindful movement challenge is a great way to receive that support. I'm loving sending out these emails. If you get started today, the first email goes out Sunday, and you will receive 30 daily good vibes emails. And I promise you that it's at least getting started in the kind of support that you need to help you start to shift that energy, that old heavy energy that you've been kind of like picking up over the last year that makes you feel a little down. So these emails are the intention of these emails is to help you just start your day feeling better. And then we also, as part of the 30-day challenge, this is a free challenge, it's a free gift. And if you know any moms, dads, kids that need that kind of support, then I would love to connect with them through these emails. And something else that we're doing fun is a Zoom workout on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 Mountain Time. So that Zoom workout link is in the emails, and you can hop on with us live, or I give you the file, the Google file, and you can just watch it when you can, and get on your machine and move. It's time to get moving. It's time to start to shake off that old heavy energy. So that's what that's for. And if you want to take a deeper dive into really understanding how to shift that old rooted false beliefs that have been there for a really long time, learn how to allow nature to dissolve them and bring in new energy, new seeds of thought, feeling, and connect with us on this deeper level. And you'll be able to take home these tools and be able to use them every day in your life. It's not something you just can use here. You can do healing energy work on yourself every day with something that's free to you. That energy work is free to you to have, to use every day. I'm really excited to share those tools with you. And if you're interested, I have the link below in the comments. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. Love you all. Bye-bye.